Thief crit, I hear. Is it thief crit? What was it again, by the way, Autor? I accidentally accepted it. I only remember thief. I think you only said thief, but I don't think there was any stipulation to it. You know what? We had that conversation with Lucas at the start. Let's bring clown. People were saying I hate clown, and I don't hate clown. Mage and alchemist have bonkers DPS for normal. I can imagine. Baby clown. Price equals lost. Doubter's feast. That's cope, bro. That's what you get for doubting, Fuji. I hope you remember this lesson. Now, we do the classic. Will Haxa win 3 in a row? Yes, no. 30 minutes. Good luck. Good freaking luck. You're gonna need it. We'll grab the usual and be on our way. Dummy head? You're a poop head, bro. In fact, you're a poop nose. L poop nose. Everywhere Pip goes, all he smells is poop. So keep that in mind the next time Pip lashes out at you. He's having a bad day. He's having a bad life. Hard mode time, good luck, dog. It's quite the step up. I'm glad you're playing Skul, though. You finally took my words to heart and stopped exclusively telling me what to do and booting up Skul, so I gotta hand it to you there. Okay, that was just annoying. I smell like flowers. Pretty, pretty flowers. If you say so, bro. You smell like Axe chocolate. Because that's like your preferred body spray. And you literally cake it on. You're like, chicks dig Axe chocolate, bro. You tell everyone that and everyone just kind of like glances around and it's like, sure, Piplet. I hate Axe. No, you love Axe chocolate, especially. Like, how could any... You're like, dude, chicks love chocolate. So, of course, they love Axe chocolate body spray. Hell still boss you around, but... Oh, he'll still boss you around now while playing with himself. Or by himself. We already have a command for when DOS tries to boss me around. We officially have a command for that shit, so. Leave it for another day? Coward. You guys aren't gonna coward fucking DOS, right? Like, you'll say I'm a coward for not, like, having, like, the most perfect run and taking, not taking Pandora's box, but DOS isn't gonna build on his momentum and play Dark Mirror 1 or 0. It's not even Dark Mirror 1, it's Dark Mirror 0. Troubleshooting it? Ah. I edited that shit out of the YouTube video. Chicks love my swag. Enough said there. Okay. Dash? Are we building a chase build? I mean, it's kind of looking like a chase build to me. Buy treasure. I'll take the bone shards. Oh. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll just run with that. I don't even know what Riz means. You know what? I know what it means, but I don't know where it came from. I feel like that word popped up overnight. That's just me. That's like the old men POV, but that's how it feels when you're older. Is like people just start saying things and you like don't know why. It's very confusing and scary. I'm terrified of children when they say Riz. It's like, oh god, new word just dropped. How the fuck do I handle this? Riz more like cringe. You would say that, wouldn't you? That's like a decade-old word that you use way too much, by the way. Like, you call everything cringe. Can jump and dash while concentrating. Good thing you're not... Here's my advice to you, DOS. Don't concentrate as the mage. It's bad. So I guess that's good to know if I ever build a swapless mage build. Anyways, time for dash. Maybe if we see the gargoyle, we'll pick him up. Although he might not be good with... Actually, no. He probably is good with Sylphid Wings. I think we even had Sylphid Wings on the gargoyle run that we did. The thief now has stolen money from someone here. Really? Okay, that's how you get caught and like beat up. That's like... That guy's walking on thin ice. What is wrong with it? Do you think it's one person or do you think it's a bunch of people? And also, is there anyone who just got hired? I would imagine that place has extremely high turnover, so you guys might want to look into one of the new guys. Like, straight up. We'll get... Corporate doesn't care about fucking that place, dude. That place is like a walking OSHA violation, and like they just act like everything's okay. Like, corporate don't care. Corporate will care if they steal something from corporate, basically. Otherwise, yeah, it's your guys' problem, basically. I have treasure 5. Not that it matters. We'll get rid of treasure on the pedestal eventually. I own corporate, so you're responsible for the fucking conditions that that Sly works in. That's your doing. I don't know if I'd be willingly admitting that, Piplup. I'm the CEO of Swag. That's what's up, baby. That's what's up. Me too, dude. Yo, you too? Shit, dog. Damn, man. I thought I was the only one. Give me money. If they give me money here, I'm gonna get like 2,000 gold instantly. Blame it on that guy. True, actually. That's how you get them to start carrying Sly. Is steal something from like the manager. Okay, this did not go as smoothly as I thought it would. It kind of makes me realize that the Yggdrasil probably isn't going to go too smoothly. Oh my god, they gave me 9 bone shards. Come on. How effective the swap teleport strategy is? Swap teleport? What do you mean? I'll beat his ass and blame it on the work environment. Well, then you'll just get, like, fired. And you'll probably lose like your severance pay or something. I don't know if you should do that. The CEO of Warcom is violating the Geneva Convention? The Geneva Suggestions, you mean? Oh, an omen. Give me a good omen and I'll take you up on that. Nope. I'll take the money, though. Would you believe me? If I beat him, you could blame it on the factory? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So, like, he shows up with, like bruises on his face and, like clear signs of, like, being beaten up. And it's like he fell into a machine. God, you can't stop me. I'll stop you. Okay, yeah, this Yggdrasil is going to be not great. This run has potential, but right now it's pretty weak. Ah! Oh my god, this run's super weak right now. Holy moly, we're gonna be in this Yggdrasil for a while. I think we may even get 2 Yiggy ults. I'm not even joking. I think my best bet is to, I guess, basic attack with my clown whenever I'm out as clown, and swap as often as I can so I can get my wheels going. But, like, this is going to be a long Yggdrasil fight. Ow! Yiggy ult number 1. We're not even at half. No! I think I still hit him a bit with that. Okay, maybe I'm over-exaggerating. I think we're almost out of here. He may try and charge up a second ult, but I don't think he's going to get it off. Okay. Thank God he didn't get the ult twice. Screw that, man. Yeah, the clown in-air attack is just terrible. It's easy. It's the only bad thing I can say about the clown, honestly. Everything else about him is incredible. Let's grab this. It's definitely the best thing here. Even though I'm trying to build a dash run, so in the long term I'm not going to want this. But in the short term, it'll do. What about the swap? It's bad. Now, here's a glass body that I can take. Do I want it? I don't think I need glass body is the thing. And also, glass body disincentivizes me from taking omens. Like, if I'm not doing an omen run, which I'm not certain about yet, should have dropped the medallion. What? This? Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, you're so right. I should have dropped the medallion. Good call. I forgot that I had treasure 5. Yeah, I'm not going to take glass body because I still want to make this an omen run. But, that was a good call. I should have dropped that. Ooh, Medusa. Don't mind if I do. Also, just extra little bit of goodies on the way. How did you see that, dude? Cap. See that? Now that's a Youngin word that I know. Ah, okay, this is getting a little out of hand. I don't like this. I don't like this. Ah! Okay, I think we've stabilized. Okay, that's it. I'm not waiting all that time. You two, get in here. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. I'd have to have Mother Teresa levels of patience to wait for that to be done with. In fact, screw all of these guys. I might just kill them all anyway. Dwarf is good if you remember to use quints. My audience got mad at me for using dwarf. It's so obnoxious, bro. Like, everyone's like mad at me because I used dwarf too much. And they said I shouldn't use it. And I told them, I promised my audience, even though you guys aren't my YouTube audience, so maybe you guys don't care, but I promised my YouTube audience that I wouldn't use dwarf again until the new game mode drops. And then it's all bets are off. If I want to use dwarf, I'm going to use dwarf, but... Max, would you assist you in what? Jack in the Box is the second worst skill? That is the most streaming guy sentence I think I've ever heard. You think that, streaming guy. We're proud of you regardless. Dwarf farmer sucks. The audience would accept it better, but you're supposed to farm your dwarf. Like, what, you're saying keep dwarf into Act 4? That's ridiculous. You farm dwarf and you get it as quick as possible because it's a really good quint. And the thing about dwarf is it's better in the early game than the late game too. So it's like the earlier you get King Dwarf, the better it's going to pay off for you. So. Not using basic attacks 90% of the time? I don't. I literally... Okay, you clearly don't watch my content, Doss. Because that's not how I play Dwarf. Whenever I upgrade Dwarf, I just set it on the ground and then go attack things. Like, yeah. You don't watch my stuff. The worst clown skill is the one that throws a couple knives? No, that one stuns. Oh my god, what are these takes? Do you even like clown? Like, how can you think these things and like clown? The worst skill that clown has is highlight. And it's like the only one I would say is like even verging on bad. All the other ones are good. Which one's bad? I wasn't listening. Highlight. The one where he jumps in the air and like throws the knives. It's like objectively, without question, the worst one until Legendary. And then at Legendary, it gets slightly better, but it still sucks. Wrong? Well, okay, I'm taking... I'm very tempted to take this. It's not good, though. It's not that bad. It's better, but it's still not good. You know, people are tempting me to take this. Just do it. But Medusa, that's true. That's the only thing that's stopping me is Medusa. It is a pretty late dwarf. I think I'll not take it. Or we'll see what's in the shop before I guess decide definitively, but I'm leaning towards not taking it. I'm also leaning towards pivoting from dash. I think I will pivot from dash. This could be good. How much do I care about mana tech? I care decently enough about it. What damage do you build a clown? You can go either. People, I guess, I think generally favor physical, though I'm not. I don't know what most people build with clown. Like, it's hard for me to even understand most people's opinions on clown. There's definitely some weird clown opinions out there. But, I say build... You can build either, but... In my opinion, magic's better because of Invisible Knife is a rare. And it's, like, one of the best clown enablers in the game. The wheel could honestly go. The wheel can go. And now I have to decide. Do I want the dwarf? I mean, this is my Twitch audience. Not my YouTube audience. And you guys are assholes, unlike my YouTube audience. So I'm especially not beholden to you guys. I'm taking the dwarf. Physical best damage type in the game because it worked. That's true. Well, actually, you know what? I'll actually contend against that. Physical doesn't have invisible knife. And invisible knife is so overwhelmingly good that I think it even puts into contention whether or not what you just said is true. Maybe you guys should be nicer to me on Twitch, and then maybe I'll treat you guys like my YouTube audience. Because my YouTube audience doesn't have to see this shit. But you guys are assholes, so you guys get to see it. You guys have the privilege of seeing dwarf farming. And look at what a room to dwarf farm in. How privileged. YouTube audiences cringe. Well, they're nice. And I honestly prefer... You know what? If there was, like, the cringiest man alive and the biggest asshole alive, and they were, like... They had me, like, a gun to my head, and like, go in a room and spend 24 hours with one of these two. I would choose the cringiest guy. Because I do not like mean people. Like, give me the cringer, please. I'll take the cringe. Take pride in my jerkiness. You're not actually mean, though, Piplet. Yes, you are. You wish you were, dude. You're actually a little teddy bear at the end of the day. I'm sure Sly would agree with me if he was here. Pure evil. Alright, little teddy bear. Nothing wrong with being a teddy bear, bro. Your mom calls you Schnookums. That's like the level Piplip is at. That's his nickname from his mom. Also, we're gonna give this guy the money. Actual good item? Wow. How rare. Maybe we fully lean into magic here. Though mixed is smart. You know what? Let's start getting rid of some of this treasure stuff. As much as I like treasure 4, we don't need it. And I don't want to get rid of any of these items I have right now. We don't need that either. Rigged? What was rigged about that? Like, I don't even understand where that one's coming from. Nothing even happened. Okay, maybe this is the kind of room you don't fuck around with dwarf in. At least until we get rid of some of these, like, nightmare enemies. It's also kind of hard to farm these guys up here anyway, so let's just deal with them. He's never meant to give good items. I agree with you. However, that's bad. That's not a good thing. He's just a money thief. Mage? We do need a better swapper. Oh, well, I guess we kind of pivoted away from swapping. So you know what, Mage, we'll stick with the clown. Why not? Don't listen to him, my little destroyer verse. Stop gassing up Piplup. He's Schnookums. He knows it. I know it. That's all that matters. And Sly knows it too. Okay, I need to focus. I need to stop getting distracted by dumbass bullshit. Oh my god, keep doing that, please. Don't move. That's what's up, baby. That's dwarf farming. That's expert level dwarf farming. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, now you can say rigged, bro. Now you can say rigged. Yeah, treasure goes. I'm so evil that I like to send pictures of to people with a fake hair on one of the no, or a spider. Like a fake spider there. That shit fucks me up, dude. All right, maybe you are evil. Haxa can't play without cheating. What can I say? The game loves me. Ruler of the multi. Is this Thanos here? So Pip is Thanos. Good to know. Okay, Dark Elite. I would love to farm Dwarf on you, but you are being too much of a pain in my ass, so. I'm Ant-Man? Who wants to be Ant-Man, bro? The fuck? It's like asking to be Pinhead. Which, for the record, is something Piplup does. Just pointing that out. You don't get it? Oh, okay. You said, and I'm Ant-Man. Okay, now I get it. But in fairness to me, you put in D, which easily could have been a mistype of no. That's on you, Autor, not me. What was our second clown skill? The surprise knives. Which is the one that stuns. Headphones in public with no music so I can purposefully ignore people. That's just smart. That's evil. Sorry that I was born with a bigger brain than you. Like, alright then, I'm evil. Shit. It's like, I want to talk to your dumb ass. Maybe you shouldn't have tried coming up to me, loser. Ah! My little eater of worlds. I agree, Lucas. Usually when Lucas says based, it's because of something like, just like explicitly not based, but that's based. $253. Almost done, kiddos. Dwarf is almost done. He's almost done cooking. You know, he's in the pot. Put the kettle on. He's almost done. And when he emerges, he's going to be a beautiful butterfly. I'm glad streaming guys spamming Resident Sleeper. That's like a dream come true. What am I looking for? There's not too much more I want, which is kind of crazy. I guess I want crit % more than anything else. Where's my misfortune? Oh, here. Metatech 3 is not too bad. This is good. Wisdom 4. Okay, I think we officially pivot from mixed damage and just fully lean into magic at this point. As soon as I see this, of course. Does that change anything? It might change something. Probably not. Okay. I guess we just lean into magic. Let's save this other pedestal for a bit, because I do want Manatech 3. Manatech Staff is better than Blood Drunk Sword. I don't know what you were talking about that day. What? It is definitely not. It's good, but it's not better than Blood Drunk Sword. Just based off of inscriptions and honestly raw stats as well. $283. Come on, come on, come on! Okay, that'll do, that'll do. However, that shit down there. Why? Why is Blood Drunk Sword better than Manatech Staff? Why is my fucking Twitch chat glitching out? It's so obnoxious. If you can keep it up, it is better. Have I seen the staff stats? For one, okay, here's why it's better. It's very simple. Blood Drunk Sword has better inscription, and also it has crit on it. And if you want to say that Misfortune is crit on it, on the Manatech Staff, it's only 15 versus 20. And it's also non-conditional too, so it just the Blood Drunk Sword is better. Because like if we're counting the arms and like if you're gonna count the crit from Misfortune as Misfortune on the Manatech, then we also have to count the damage percent on the Blood Drunk Sword for damage on the Blood Drunk Sword. And if I'm not mistaken, arms, it's 45, so it has explicitly more damage than the Manatech Staff on it, and also it has more crit on it. So like, I don't know. Feel free to argue amongst yourselves, but I'm right. Ooh? Okay. That is so many times today. As crit and Misfortune? Oh, it does have crit on it. Oh. 60% magic power and 20% crit. Okay, so they have equal crit, but the Blood Drunk Sword has more... Actually, no. 35% crit and... Hang on, let me look at the Blood Drunk Sword real quick. I think it's 50 or 60% damage. I can't remember which. $50, so that'd be 95% damage. So I guess what it comes down to at the end of the day is, what do you prefer? 35% crit rate with Misfortune, obviously, but we'll count that. Or do you, and the 60% damage, or do you prefer 95% damage and 20% crit rate? And for me, it's 95% damage and 20% crit rate. But it's more even now. Manatech is better than arms? False. Manatech is good, though. Manatech is not a universal inscription where arms is. Sounds like a good idea. I don't know. What does sound like a good idea? Now we actually have more of a chance, for the record, of keeping our Manatech Staff up all the way, because we're not dwarf farming anymore. We're untethered. So now I can spend my skills and swap to my heart's content. The hassle of awakening your sword, that's the big difference. But, like, I don't know. I don't really consider that to be a problem, personally. I used to consider that to be a problem, but I don't anymore. Once you awaken the sword, it's just, like, permanent stat. It's, like, really good stat increase and really good stats on the item as well. Like, I can see that it's more of a conversation, though. Like, I just didn't see the crit rate on the staff, so... Like, the conversation is real. Like, I can see why people would think that Manatech Staff is better. But for my money, it's Blood Drunk Sword for the win. And one thing I'll say in Manatech Staff's favor is like the leniency it gives you is really nice. Like, that's a long time for the buff to be without me having to use my skills. Imagine a little video of a day in the life of all my fucked up workplace. Dude, please do. But you have to film it in a secret, because if you get caught filming that shit, you're gonna get in trouble. But I want to see that so bad. Let's just say both are awesome. I agree. I actually need to use Manatech Staff more. It's like an item that I kind of sleep on, I guess. I didn't realize that it had the crit percent on it. Which makes this even better. It's like, if I saw Blood Drunk Sword on this run, I'd probably... Oh no, we're full magic. Oh man, that makes me wish I was mixed. Blood Drunk Sword would go pretty good on this run. But if only I wasn't fully sending in the magic. I think here I just break this, because I don't really want this. There's nothing I would get rid of for it. I just break it. Of shit in videos. Thief and Clown deal physical damage. Well, yeah, but I got rid of my physical items. Let's just kill the run now. Actually, is that killing the run? This might actually be a genuine example of taking Cotton Bat. Because I could just, like... Actually, I think I do want Cotton Bat. I almost never take Cotton Bat. I'd be curious to experiment with it. How much criticism or crit do I have? 70. Oh, wow, that's so much. Dude, I actually think I'm taking Cotton Bat, bro. I'm taking Cotton Bat. That's enormous damage amp, dude. Show y'all on the Discord stream? Please do. Or if it's a stream, I won't watch it. But if it's a video, I'll watch it. Plus a 20 from magic tag. You can go about 100. Let's look for Thief Blacksteel Dagger. Kind of sucks that we turn off our invisible knife, but it's also 10% crit rate, which is completely acceptable. Which means Go-Getter isn't useful anymore. Actually, we want Predicted Pain. CF Burning Furnace Live. I just don't go into Discord streams usually. It's too, like, in the moment for me. I'm a streamer, not a streamee. Actually, I watch live streams all the time. But... You know what? Maybe I would check it out. I don't know. It would depend on the timing. For the record, if this run ends up, like... I think this run's going to be good for the record. I'm not convinced it's just... I'm convinced it's going to be worse than if we just had crit items, though. Like, my hypothesis on Cotton Bat is that it's almost... Like, it almost certainly is just worse than having crit items. But it's worth checking. Like, it's definitely worth checking, but... Crit items are just too good. With Hunter Legendary, it's really good. Crit chance becomes damage percent and amp, but it also increases your crit item damage too. Basically, what I'm saying is I think like the damage output from crit items will just outscale flat damage increase, or even amp, I should say. Because that's how powerful crit items actually are. They're, I don't think I need to tell you guys how powerful crit items are. Maybe I'll be wrong, though. I'm open to being wrong here. I want to be wrong, even. Because I almost never get to use combat. Blowing up furnace sometime? I mean, what do you mean sometime? You're at work, right? You can take that shit right now. Crit Thief at the beginning because it's so good. It really is good, and we even took Money Throw specifically to build around crit items, but like Money Throw will be good with damage amp too, so. Also, could be worth taking this as well. Like the more crit, the merrier. I actually think we do take this, but we don't get rid of this for it. We get rid of something else. This? Get rid of that by Wisdom on the pedestal, I think. And now I want to occasionally take damage on purpose. Which maybe means I want revenge. Let's look for crit rate, though, before I buy revenge. That is not... It's actually worthless on this run. Except it's good with Dwarf, but we can't crit anymore, so the other secondary effect will do nothing. Let's buy revenge. How OP revenge actually is? It's crazy, dude. Revenge is like the strongest inscription in the game. Straight up. Well, okay. I always say that, and then I like think about it, and it's like, well, what about just like courage and raw damage? It's kind of hard to beat like raw damage, but I don't know. I would even go as far to say that revenge is maybe on par with like some of these like just raw damage inscriptions. Lost the run with revenge? How? How the hell do you lose a revenge run? Let me skip that, actually. Win with pure damage? Well, you're supposed to build both. If you build a revenge run and you don't build damage, you're going to be in trouble. Did you take a screenshot of your lost run? Because if you took a screenshot of your lost run, I could maybe pick it apart and see where you went wrong. Because you really shouldn't be losing revenge runs, in my humble opinion. It's too powerful. It literally allows you to just like face tank everything. Look official Discord. Thank God I'm not recording for YouTube so I can just do this shit. You lost that? Holy moly. Poison 1, poison 2. Do you not have poison 4? You even have Genie. I think one mistake you made on this run is Manatech. Did you? Because you can't buy pedestals. Why do you have 2 Manatech items but not Manatech 3? And you also don't have poison 4. Sphinx as well. I mean, there's a couple mistakes in there, but like the fundamentals are there for a powerful run. Masterpiece 5, but you had bad luck. I would still like, for one, Manatech 3 isn't good on Genie per se. Like, Manatech 3 on Genie is like the only skull in the game I think where it's questionable. So I wouldn't even be going for Manatech 3 on Genie. Okay, I want this, I think. Actually, it makes my clown a lot worse. Actually, I don't think I'd take this. It makes my clown so much worse. If I had Sin, I would take it. It's just bad. Cooldown reduction, you don't take that items for that DOS. You need to build towards your inscriptions. Some friendly advice. Inscriptions are everything in this game. You should always have your inscriptions in mind when taking stuff. That 4th item easily could have been Poison 4. And you would have had a much better time. You may have even won. But like the Mana Tech 2 is worthless and Poison 3 is just a waste. I mean, you lost the run. I'm sure you learned lessons from it. Mana Tech 3 on Genie, but I had skills active. Yeah, it's only questionable on Genie, I think. I don't know if I said it's bad earlier, I guess I kind of misspoke. I just think it's questionable because it depends on what you have your Genie for. I think Genie's really good with iframes, and that's like that's like generally the reason you play Genie. But if you're just going for raw offense Genie, I suppose it's fine. I still don't know if it's good because Genie's skills aren't very good. But I don't know. Like, Genie is not a skill skull. His skills don't really deal too much damage. Okay, plate armor, disgusting. If I had second life or more HP. Oh, right. Do you not have your witch tree awoken? Or like not fully awoken? Uh-oh. Thank you, dwarf. Jane bad? No. Max damage, second life, and some other things. I mean, you should definitely prioritize those things. Like, especially the, do I want this? I don't think I do. It doesn't give me crit rate, so I don't want it, actually. Oh, okay, there's some crit rate. I think we can get rid of this, maybe, but goddamn, that's so much crit rate, dude. 4 seconds, too? That's a lot. I could get rid of... no, I can't. It's because it's my wisdom. I could get rid of this. Get rid of this, buy misfortune on the pedestal. It's the same amount of crit, though, right? Yeah, it's the same amount of crit. No, okay, what do I do here? This shit sucks, dog. Oh, wait, I can get rid of this. Actually, yeah, what am I saying? Get rid of this. I only lose 20 damage percent. It's not a big deal at all. My amp is enormous. Holy mother of God. Please, I've never asked more in my life. Oh, I missed some crit there, but I don't even think I could fit that. I'm pretty much exclusively at this point looking for the Black Steel Daggers. There's really nothing else that matters to me. Knife can go... No, Knife is 10 crit rate, and it's also misfortune. The Knife only goes if we find something better. Like, if I find the Black Steel Daggers, that's when the Knife goes. Look how much damage I'm doing. It's crazy. Okay, I'm very curious how this Chimera fight's going to go. This will give me a good barometer for how like, what's better. Cotton Bat or crit items. Well, like, the Chimera fight's going to be everything. Me? If I wasn't a masochist, what do you mean? With Cotton Bat? I don't think so. I don't think we're there. And the thing is, if we don't one-shot the Chimera, I think that's pretty definitive proof. We'll see, though. We'll see. Because, like, it doesn't really get much better than what we have right now. The only thing we're missing is the Black Steel Daggers. Or I guess I shouldn't say if we don't one-shot, but like if we can compare the average damage you do to Chimera with crit items versus the amount of damage we do with this with just the amp. I'm very curious to see this. I can, like, from what I'm seeing in my personal experience, this feels weaker than crit items as of right now. And also, I just had a thought. I'll say it after we get out of this. Yes, that did way less than crit items. However, after I get out of this Chimera fight, I have something to say. Okay. So what I think, so if you're building Cotton Bat, I think building a build that would be good with crit items is not the way to go. I think you would want something like Warrior, or just like a big time skill damage user, like Samurai or Warrior, if you're building Cotton Bat. Because like it's damage amp on skills. So like DPS, sure, it's good, but you want like big damage. You felt that was obvious? Shut up, streaming guy. The problem with this is, the thing is like, it's really hard to get a build like that going, because if you're building towards crit items, you're going to be, naturally building towards like a DPS centered skull. And you can only really pivot to Cotton Bat if you're already building towards crit items and see it and see it as a viable option, because you can't be omniscient and you can't tell that you're going to see Cotton Bat and like have like a bunch of crit and like then see like the path to pivot away from crit items and build towards like raw damage crit %, because like generally speaking, if you have like a big time damage dealer, you're not building towards crit, you're building towards raw damage. So like Cotton Bat runs, if I'm correct here, it's really hard to get an optimal Cotton Bat run. You can take it early and build around it, but like you have to completely pivot your entire build up to that point at that stage. Which is the conversation we had last time. Like we're just going, at this point, we're going in circles. But I think we can definitively say, for a run like this, crit items are just better. One thing I can say in favor of Cotton Bat, though, is it actually allows my Quint to do stuff. Like, look how much damage this dwarf is doing. It's doing insane damage. Is at least 10% amp on base, but that's nothing. 10% amp is dog shit. This is deja vu. We had this conversation already. You only take Cotton Bat if it's like 40 or 50% amp, I think. Maybe 40. But then it's just a curse. Like, that's the thing. No, it needs to be more than that, because it literally disables one of the best things in the game, and it, like, you know, it only gives you like 40 or 50% amp. That's not worth it. It needs to be at least like 70 or 80% amp before I even start considering Cotton Bat, because crits are like I said, they're the best thing in the game. Or they're a vector for the best thing in the game. For example, as a go-getter, yeah, but you can crit. Like, you're not understanding that. Like, blocking away crits is bad. It's like really bad. It's not a free thing at all, as we're seeing right now on this run. Like, how much damage amp do we have? 80%? Yeah, but you can crit on top of it, and also Cotton Bat locks out some of the best go-getter items. I feel like you're being obtuse on purpose. Which is classic DOS Skull move. But like not being able to crit's bad. Like, crits in and of themselves are meaningless. But crit items are not. They are like everything. Obtuse is a weird insult. It's like the most like DOS Skull thing I could think of. Like, he is a very obtuse person. Little Bone Run, get Cotton Bat? No, wait, maybe actually. Maybe that would be good. Little Bone maybe could do it because ability spam items are good. The problem with that is you would have to get a bunch of crit % items on your Little Bone Run, and I don't know if that's good. Because the thing about that is you'd have to juggle ability spam items, crit % items, and also damage scaling items all at once. You could maybe do it with the perfect run, but if we're talking like the average Little Bone Run, I don't think you could get away with it very easily. Manatech Staff is 35% chance. I mean, Manatech Staff is one item that could help. Actually, what is my crit when I have Manatech Staff fully up? 100. So we have 100% damage out. And it's still not enough to make up for crit items. This is good, though. This is the kind of... I actually think we get rid of this. 25% crit rate's harsh to lose, but we need... The thing about Amp is it's worthless without raw damage. And that was super, super worth it. Now we just need the Black Steel Daggers. That's like the last piece of the puzzle that we're missing. One more. See, we're locked out of this. Like, the best... Like, we could have the perfect crit item run here, but we can't do it because of Cotton Bat, which is a huge downside. The upside has to be extremely worth it to make up for that. And, like, on this run, Cotton Bat is good. I just don't think it's better than crit items. And, well, we know it's not better than crit items. Unless I can get Black Steel Dagger, then we'll truly see whether or not it's better. Because, like, we're missing the item, basically. And if we could just get that, then we can, like, really put it to the test. What are you saying? You're just saying things, DOS. I'm confused. What are you responding to with double damage? Crit items are better than double damage? Yes. I mean, we just saw that shit. You saw the Chimera fight. How do you... Oh, okay, if only Bakunudo was here. Wait, Piplip, you agree with me, generally. Like, tell DOS how good crit items are, okay? Tell him that, yes, indeed, crit items are better than 100% damage out. Especially with Go-Getter. Stream, I should check Discord. I will. Stop coping, DOS. Thank you, Ator. Holy mother of God. Some fucking sanity, bro. Like, we're literally witnessing it in real time. I'm only leaving it open-ended because, like, I'm theorizing that, that, like, maybe a different skull or a different build archetype would be better. But, like, we saw how the Chimera fight went. Like, crit item would have shredded her to near death. And 100% extra damage did not. In fact, if you caught me in a worse mood, I would literally just be gloating on you about how much better crit items are than this. But I'm leaving it open-ended because there's a possibility that, you know, that you're wrong or that it's still possibly better. But, like, the Chimera tested everything. Why not test it? What do you mean? Oh, you're telling me to spawn things into the game. The classic... I'm so glad we set up that command. See? I literally read his mind. Wait, that's not even right. It's DOS seeding. Shut up. I'm not ruining this run to do that. And you're already booting up Skul and playing it yourself, so I don't even have to tell you today. Boot up Skul. You can even download the dev menu, because I know you have a PC. Download the dev menu, boot up Skul, and check for yourself. After the run in, no, I'm going to eat food. You got this shit, dog. Go test it. It's like, this doesn't even require you to, like, play Skul. All you have to do is download the mod. The run's powerful, though. Don't get it twisted. This run's good. Like, I'm not sitting here coping that this run's bad. And also, like, you know, my point isn't that Cotton Bat is bad. Or in a vacuum that Cotton Bat is bad. Cotton Bat's downside is enormous. But on the right run, it's maybe good. It's just not better on this run than just raw crit items. Which just goes to show, for the record, how insanely and absurdly powerful crit items are. The fact that 100% damage amp is not better than crit items. It's kind of crazy. And if you had asked me yesterday if that's true, I may have even said no. Like, I would have been like, well, if you have 100% amp, of course crit items is better. Or, I mean, of course Cotton Bat is better, but like crit items are just that obscenely powerful that they literally outpace 100% damage amp. With even Skuls that don't use that well, exactly. It's crazy. Which definitely, for the record, leads me to lean towards completely disregarding that Cotton Bat is even worth it at all. But I'm still leaving it open-ended because, you know, like, it's possible. It's possible that in a different scenario, Cotton Bat is good. It just so happens in this scenario, it's not. Thank you. That is my TED Talk. I'll be taking Rapidity. But what is our base damage? It's literally a 1100. See, that's the craziest part. That's the craziest part. Crit items are still outpacing this, would be still outpacing this, despite my damage being enormous. That just goes to show, like, this is the perfect demonstration of how powerful crit items are. Someone get that fucking guy that Bakunudo hates in his YouTube comments. Like, there's this one guy that was commenting on Bakunudo's and mine's videos who had, like, extremely hot takes, and Bakunudo, like, got so mad. He got so upset. He literally banned the guy from his comments. It's pretty funny. But, like, his takes were very hot. They were hotter than Doss's evens. Like, Doss's takes were not as spicy as this guy's is. Like, pay attention next time. Occasionally you'll see Bakunudo like make a joke about like damage per second and talking about how bad it is. Whenever you see Bakunudo make that joke in this chat, know that he's thinking of that guy. It's fucking hilarious. How's the wording on Cotton Bat? Hang on. I think it's you can no longer crit. Crit, yeah, critical hits are disabled. Outgoing damage is amplified 1% for every 1% of the critical rate. Then crit, that's just sad. Or crit items, we should say. Because crit, in and of itself, is not good. But crit items are what make crit good. And honestly, to an extreme degree, I would even go as far to say that Invisible Knife is what makes crit items so good. Gunpowder Sword, sure. But Invisible Knife is in a league of its own. To kind of a ridiculous degree. I'm a very vocal advocate for nerfing Invisible Knife. I don't even get why they buffed it. Like, I'll never understand it. But, like, it is what it is, man. The devs were on some Mars hoochie when they buffed Invisible Knife. What's the damage numbers again for me? Oh, no, it's not shown in the stats. This is not, like, this is my raw damage. The amp is not shown. So, like, my damage is enormously higher than it even looks. Binding of Isaac getting multiplayer? Wait, it has multiplayer, doesn't it? Hang on, I need to focus so I don't fucking die. Dude, thank you. If only you'd taken Bunny for more crit chance. I thought about it. I do wish I had the Bunny. I actually think Bunny would be better than even Manatech staff on this run, because I'm swapping more than I'm like consistently making my Manatech staff max out. Joan will be another good test for this, for the record. Like, this is another good way to test, because a couple of things have changed since Chimera. We got this and we got this, mainly. And also, I don't know if we had this at Chimera. I don't think we did, but we may have. We also have another, like, maybe we one-shot the Joan. But Joan's also a big fat damage sponge for the thing. Let's see how this goes. Okay, yeah, I can pretty definitively say based on that it's not going to out-damage crit items. I think crit items would have literally one-shot the pedestal. So hard, because Clown has such high skill cooldown to, like, maintain the, Yeah, okay. Still good, by the way, but definitely not outscaling or out-damaging crit items. And our damage has certainly improved since Chimera. Like, those results are better than the Chimera results. Did Bach put the gunpowder visible number on the Discord? I don't think so. They might be in bug report. He usually posts stuff there. What's my wisdom? We have this. This is better than that, right? I can fix my rapidity pedestal. Wait, what? It doesn't have... Oh, that could be so fun to do on stream. Damn, that could actually be sick as fuck. Man, we got robbed on bone shards. Look at this shit. At least we got this one up. Yara fixed rapidity. I know I can change it to something else. But this item is just better than that item, so... I was gonna see if black steel daggers appear, but it's not looking like they're going to. How much does this cost? Like, I would happily take a fucked up inscription. Oh no, it has rapidity, so if we saw black steel daggers. Okay, no black steel daggers. Unfortunate. We'll buy strike. No, strike is worthless. Antique, it has to be antique, even though I guess antique does something. A little more max HP, I guess. Here's the kit. Even though this isn't a YouTube video, I'll still show the kit. It's good. This is a good kit. Items have 100% amp. Barrier is good. Yeah, barrier is great. Fixed rapidity. Oh, I already read that. Wait, barrier is this, right? If I'm not mistaken. No, this is Chris. What were you talking about, Doss? What's barrier? $400 damage barrier? I'm confused. Let's try and keep our Manatech staff maxed out. Thief is definitely better at that than the... This item is barrier? Okay. Gotcha. Let's see how quick this melts. I actually think he's going to melt pretty fucking fast. The item damage is better than anything we're outputting, actually. He's not melting as fast as I was hoping he would. Based on the Joan fight, I thought maybe he'd melt a little faster. Man, it's... This run... I actually might just definitively say at this point that Cotton Bat isn't worth it. I'm still curious about the... like a different circumstance for Cotton Bat, but like, man, crit items are just so fucking insane. Like, we have over 100% damage amplification on a high damage percent run, and it's still not out damaging crit items. And we're talking crit items with like 600% damage. Like, I think the main thing that I like about Cotton Bat is that it allows my quints to pop off. Like, my crits can actually benefit my quintessences, which is something I actually really like about it. But turning off crits in general is such a hard sell. I say this as I'm literally destroying the Dark Hero. Like, this run's great. I think Cotton Bat is more of a niche than anything else. Oh! Why'd I do that? Never punished. Item damage run Cotton Bat is Pog. Yeah. That definitely puts the little bone idea that you had to interest. Like, that's interesting. Cause like those this shit was popping off like crazy. Grace of Leonia, I think, was my main damage there. Turned into an Oprah singer because my dumbass ran straight into the siphon like an idiot. I was too excited. I just wanted to kill him really quickly. I would say this is around best case scenario for Cotton Bat. Maybe... I know I said I wasn't going to make this a YouTube video, but like... No, I'm not. I'm not your guinea pig, Doss. I have shit to do. I want to go eat. I want to go get up. I've been sitting here for 4 hours. Shut up. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. I'm not. I got shit to do. However, do I want to make this a YouTube outro? I guess I may as well do an outro for this. Sorry, but dude, I've been sitting here for 4 hours and 20 minutes. I'm hungry. Man, I missed the kill. It went well, Sly. It was a good run. Cotton Bat's definitely one of like the weirdest curses in the game, I think. Like, the best thing that I think Cotton Bat does for most runs is like, I guess like, I don't know. Frankly, I think it allowing your quints to do more damage is like the biggest value that I can see out of Cotton Bat. And also item damage. I'll give it that too. No, I'm not doing it, Doss. Boot up Skul. You motherfucker. Boot up Skul. Drop trowel, boot up Skul. That's all I got to say. But it is actually a curse. Yes, it is, in my opinion, a curse. Because disabling crits is extremely bad. Like, crits are like the vector for the strongest thing in the game. So if you're going to give me like something like, or if you're going to take away my crits, it better be for a good reason. And I would say that Cotton Bat is a good reason. But another thing that we haven't really talked about on this run that's also important to point out is we like omega high rolled on this run. This is like a high roll to end high rolls. We literally got the Huntress item. And even then, it didn't outpace crit items. You know what? I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Cotton Bat isn't worth it. I think that's my takeaway. Like, looking at this run now that I'm done with it, just kind of glancing at it, like, this is almost best case scenario. The only thing we're missing. Cotton Bat Balrog? Now, see, now you're thinking, yeah, Yugs, that's an excellent idea. And frankly, so is Doss's idea with Little Bone. That's another good idea. But I personally think Cotton Bat 99% of the time is not worth it. And also, Oberon as well. Though the problem with Oberon is how many items do you... I guess you could just have Elementalist Blessing and still get your damage up high. So there are scenarios. Oberon's another good one. So maybe it's just a different archetype. Maybe we didn't build it right. Okay, maybe I take it back. Because now that you guys are like throwing out a bunch of ideas that I think would maybe benefit it, like, I think maybe there's a world where this can work. It's just, maybe Cotton Bat in and of itself is like its own archetype. But one thing to keep in mind, like I was literally saying this, is this is like a high roll to end high rolls. Because like maybe one run you get Thieves Blackstone Daggers, which is the only item we were missing. But you don't get the Huntress Legendary. That's like, and like the Huntress Legendary is your damage scaling, basically. It's like a huge part of this. You build around it. It's hard to build around something that's that much of a higher... That's like saying build around Strike. And what do I always say about Strike? It's almost impossible to build a Strike run. Strike runs just happen. And I think Cotton Bat runs just happen. I think that's the best way I can put it. Is the odds of getting the stars to align for a Cotton Bat or a Strike run to fully pop off, it happens. We just witnessed it. We just popped off with Cotton Bat. But it's hard to do it. And that's something you have to take into mind, is consistency. This is a very rare run that we just had. Like, consistency, like, that's the thing about crit items too. Like, not only did we just show how powerful crit items are, but crit items are very easy to get because the strongest crit item is a rare. So you can very easily build around crit items. Whereas with this, you're looking for a curse. You got to see the curse early. You got to get items to make the curse good. And even then, is the curse better than just building crit items? Who's to say? So the odds are just stacked against you. And I think that's the best way I can word it. In fact, I think that was pretty well worded. I think if you don't understand what I'm saying at this point, you're being obtuse. So that's all I got. Good stream. Thank you. I got to do the outro though. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. And I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.